Hi, this is Carlton Cullins, and welcome to the Blue Sky Strong Box. Hey, this is Carlton Cullins with the Blue Sky Strong Box here in Austin, Texas, and this week I want to try to do a short video. I got 5 things I want to talk about. I apologize that some of my videos get a little long sometimes, particularly the last few weeks. Inevitably, I always feel like I'm going to leave something out of the video, so I try to put a lot of information into the videos, and sometimes that makes them long. I am sorry. I do these videos for free. They're probably a little bit more difficult to do than you would imagine. I've been doing them for the last 2-3 years. I do them with your best interest in mind, and I really hope that you appreciate them. I'm really doing I'm trying to look out for you. With that said, I want to talk about 5 things today. First thing is, a lot of trainers get asked this question: should I do cardio before or after a weight training session? I would say, without exception, to always do your cardio last. There's a lot of reasons for that. Second thing I want to talk about is the term cardio. Cardio is kind of becoming, if it's not already, an old-fashioned term. Most people out there, and this is kind of an incorrect way to think of things, but people still think that cardio is something that you only do to burn body fat, and that weight training is something you only do to build muscle and shape and tone your muscles. When it's a little bit false. They actually have a lot more in common than you might think. And by combining the two, you can get the benefits of it all at the same time. And that's kind of where we're at in the state of the fitness industry, and that's where you should be too. So I'm trying to bring you up to where we're at now. Think of it all doing the same thing. The term cardio, for those of you who might not know, actually refers to the heart. And, you know, a lot of people are aware of that. Maybe you're working your heart and breathing, which works your lungs, cardiorespiratory. All these things are all the same thing. But when you combine weight training with this, you get all the same things. Movement is movement. Activity is activity. You can't not use your muscles and not use your lungs and heart. And you can't not burn body fat when you're moving. And you can't not be... I mean, all of these things properly combined can do everything that you want to do. So keep that in mind. With that said, my next thing I want to talk about is splitting up. A lot of people still think, and this is the average person out there, thinks that they still need to split their routine up. They need to do biceps and triceps on different days, or you need to do upper body and lower body one day, or some kind of a split. That is what they call a bodybuilding split. That stems from the 60s, 70s, and 80s era of bodybuilding. There's nothing wrong with it if you're a bodybuilder, or maybe you're an athlete, or you're taking a lot of supplements like steroids. But if you're a normal person just trying to look better, feel better, and burn some body fat, full body routines are the way to go every single time. Another question, a common question we get is, a lot of people think that if they're sore, that's a good thing. That if they're not sore, they didn't get a good workout. That couldn't be any further from the truth. If you haven't worked out in a long time and you work out, you're going to be sore more than likely. If you've done a new exercise you haven't done in a while, you're going to be sore probably, for at least a few days. If you worked out really, really hard and you don't do that all the time, you're probably going to be sore then. But if you're sore all the time, particularly week after week, almost every day, something is wrong. You're either working out too hard, too long, you're not recovering well, which means you're not sleeping well, you're not eating well, something or everything is completely off. So being sore is an indicator that you are doing too much and you need to cut back a little bit, or you need to get everything back in balance. So keep that in mind. A lot of people still believe that being sore is a good thing, and it's really, really not. I would recommend that if you are sore, to wait till you are a lot less sore till you work out again, particularly with weights. There's a lot of things you can do in the meantime. It doesn't mean you don't do anything. You can do what is called recovery workouts, and you can research this. That may be massage. It may be doing the same workout you did, but just a lot less weight or a lot less reps, and it helps with recovering. So keep that in mind. That's very, very important. The last thing I want to talk about is, people often want to know, should they do core training before or at the beginning of their weight training workout, or do it after, at the end? You can do core training anywhere. I would recommend probably doing core training in the beginning, but properly done, you can incorporate core training into every single exercise. I mean, there's so many different ways to do it, but core training is probably best done in the beginning, because you want to get all those muscles around the spinal cord activated so they're working for you, not against you during the rest of the workout. But you don't want to work them out so hard that they're fatigued and they are the weak link in a chain when you go to do a lot of other full body exercises. So there's a lot of ways to do that. You can do core extra, workouts and stuff on a separate day by themselves. You can combine them anywhere. You can do them in the middle. You can combine them with other exercises. You can do them at the end. It doesn't really matter. But I would recommend doing them in the beginning if you're that hardcore about it. And keep this in mind. Core does not mean crunches. I don't recommend anybody ever doing crunches. There's a lot of other core exercises out there. So do your research. That's all my tips for this week. If you have any questions, write me. I am always here to help. That's why I do this. So spread the love out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye.